All right, so here we are cruising around the streets of Barstow, California. You can see we're going downhill, down a mountain. It looks like a lot of the cities around here are actually built on mountains. Super windy is what I noticed. This area has a lot of wind gusts, really strong wind. And streets are a little bit weird. Some of the traffic signals, they're a lot different than they are in Florida. Went by Mountain View Street here. And we're not going anywhere in particular. We're just driving around, checking out Barstow, California. And it looks like we're going down a mountain. So, surprisingly, you know, the city looks really clean from what I can tell. Although it's desert, so it all looks kind of, to me, desert looks kind of empty. But even with all these houses here, it just looks weird with no green anywhere. Everything's like all brown and yellowish and dried out looking. But let's go down a street. Let's just go down a random street just to check out what the houses and stuff are like here. But I was shocked to learn, you know, we were Googling the area, Barstow, California, to see, you know, for things to do and whatnot. And it turns out this is actually a high crime area. Yeah. You know, according to Google, it's like number 10 in California for crime. Number 10 city in California. Well, not city, but area in California for crime. So, a high crime area, which was shocking for me. You know, I was surprised. Although I was kind of a little freaking out about it when we checked into our hotel, which is a local motel, basically. I think it's a Super 8 hotel over there in Barstow. And they had signs there that said they could refuse anyone's service and kick people out. I was like, okay, that's weird. You know, it's big signs, like they really have problems and they kick people out a lot. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. But then when we Googled the area and we see that, you know, it's a high crime area, it's Barstow Road. It kind of makes sense. But people live on mountains here. Now, what I noticed since being here is that my nose has been drying a lot and bleeding. So, you know, I feel like my nose is dried out. When I go to clean it, blood comes out. So I don't know if that's just related to being in the desert where the air is kind of a little bit more dry and I'm not used to it because I'm from Florida, or if it's just because we're so high up, the air's thin. You know, I notice I feel sleepy a lot up here. It's like just driving around, I get really sleepy. And I think it's because we're so high up. You know, in Florida, we're almost at, you know, like zero level. You know, we're at sea level. And here, I think it's like 7,000 feet above sea level. So, quite a contrast to what I'm used to. And I just noticed something that's kind of cool here that I want to look at. We're just cruising along. And there's a thing called Taplow. Is it Taplow Drugs? And there's a mural here. That's pretty cool. This is a nice little mural here they got going on with the Ice Age. You see that? Ice Age mural. Kind of a weird place to have it. And it looks like it was old. At one time, I guess they cared. Now, it looks like Barstow. A lot of what I noticed is it looked kind of run down, some of it. They had a Rotary Club that had Rotary Club Park. Okay, that's the one we just left. And it had like a tank on display, and it looked like a train engine or a caboose, a train caboose. And they had signs for display of all the mining and stuff, but a lot of it was like broken and worn down. I think they built the park in like 1990 or 96 or something like that, and it hasn't been updated since. So it seems like at one time Barstow was trying to do stuff to make things look nice, but then at another they just sort of just let it get run down. I don't know. Now we're going through some of the run down areas. I guess liquor store here. I guess that kind of indicates where we are. But the houses here, it's weird because I'm looking around at people's yards and it's all dirt. It's like, I guess the people here don't have to worry about mowing their lawn. I guess that's the one benefit of living in the desert is no lawn mowing. Whereas, you know, in Florida, when it rains and stuff during 3/4 of the year, it's wet, you know, and raining and stuff. So you have to mow lawn every 2 weeks at a minimum. But I don't know if you can see here on the video, every yard here has dirt. It's like, oh, somebody has a little patch of grass in their yard here. I just saw the first patch of grass I have seen since being in Barstow. And it's I'm freaking out the people behind me because I'm slamming on my brakes, and they're like, oh, those must be idiot tourists. They're just driving and suddenly they stop. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn here on Buena Vista Street. Buena Vista, I think, means beautiful view, if my Spanish is correct. So this should be the most beautiful view here in Barstow, because we're going down Buena Vista Street. And doesn't look much better than the other streets. To be honest, this is Barstow High School here, home of the Aztecs. To be honest, I haven't really done research on the city, so I really have no clue if I'm in a rich area, a poor area, whatever. We're just randomly driving around. We're going to be going to I think it's American Railway Museum here in Barstow, where they have train displays and stuff, but they don't open till 11 a.m. And it's currently just a little bit past 10:30 a.m. So we're just driving around for 30 minutes, goofing off and checking out the town just to see how the local people live, and just to check out the area. No set destination other than roughly around 11 a.m. We're going to be turning around and heading to the Railway Museum. But we are going down Buena Vista Street, and it should be the most beautiful view here. Surprisingly, there are a lot of houses here. So Barstow is a pretty big city. They had a Walmart. I don't know if it's 24 hours or not. And we went into it, and it was different than the ones in Florida. I didn't get a video of it, but the front of it was different, and inside was similar. And price-wise, I think things were somewhat the same. I was looking around the area here, just, like we've been traveling from Florida all the way here to California. And what was interesting was when we were in Las Vegas, we were looking at how poor it was in the city, where the locals actually live. It's kind of trashy looking. And looking at the minimum wage, and the minimum wage there is approximately the same as like Florida. Right now, I think it's like $7 or $8 or something like that. But somebody was advertising at I think it was the 99-cent store that we went in to shop for groceries, where I bought the seaweed snack. They were advertising $11, to get people to go there. Like $11 is a good amount of pay. And so I was like, I wonder what the minimum wage is in the area. But I guess you can Google it. And I think it comes to like $8 or $9 or something like that. So not much better than Florida for Las Vegas. But in Barstow, I don't know what they pay here, but the minimum the minimum for California is like $15.50 an hour. So quite a bit more than they pay around Las Vegas, around Nevada. But looking at the people here, I think $15.50 an hour isn't enough. It looks like everybody's poor. Everywhere I look around Barstow, or maybe I'm just on the poor side of town, but everybody here looks poor, but not super poor, because they have houses here. We're not it's not like a trailer park or something, but the houses they look old and kind of run down. And of course, no one has a green yard. Everybody has dirt. Anyhow, I'm rambling on and on and on. But just thought I'd take you guys along with me on this ride through Barstow, California, as we check out the city. Maybe I'll keep the video running and you guys can just watch as much or as little as you want. And just check out the scenery with me. But we are at the end of Buena Vista Drive, so I guess I'll go ahead and end the video unless something exciting is around the corner here. Looks like there's some kind of park. And I think that wraps up our Barstow driving tour. Until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.